Greetings, and I wanted to be sure to show you all what my mirror um, altar looks like here. And it's so funny because it's actually, you can see, I'm going to put a different mirror, but you can see, actually, I'll leave it. You can see that I need to clean my mirror. But this is what my mirror altar looks like because I've been touching it. So obviously, it's going to have my fingerprints on it. But So this is what my mirror altar looks like. And I have a candle inside a glass. Okay. And I also have these little stickers too. If you like some, let me know. I have a glass of water. I have a picture that I like, something creative. It has color. I have a candle, a red candle. I also have a purple one back here. And then I also have a stone rhodochrosite. And then lastly, I have a bell. And so when I ring the bell, that allows spirit energy, my spirit team, define, however we want to define our creative process, um, the ethereal strategies or whomever. This just lets them know, like, look, I, we in here, we're present. Okay, and so by signaling that bell, then that is where I do my invocation, and I do water invocation um, inside of the ancestral prayer, which I want to share with you. But there are water invocations you can do around your space, um, which in the Native American, indigenous American practices, where you are blessing the energies of the north, the south, the east, the west. And I also do a simple form of that. But when I do my ancestral prayer, there is a water invocation inside in which I pour up my libations in my water. And I have a longer video with that, but I didn't want to share the long video in an email. So I just thought I would just do this short video just to show you what my space looks like. And hopefully you'll be able to see. This is a 7-day candle. I normally don't use a 7-day candle for the mirror work because it's not a long-term process. It's just a short ritual in the morning, and I just think it's safer to use something small, like a tea light is even fine. You really don't have to use a candle, but what you do want to have is some kind of sound equipment, like a bell, or you have a triangle, something that has resonance and frequency. Then you want to have that going, but you want to also have your mirror. And actually, any ritual, you can design your ritual, but I would just definitely include the elements in there of air, water, fire, and earth. Air, that's where the candle comes in. I mean, you could even, this is a piece of incense here. Let me show you. This is incense, and this represents air. So I'm lighting it. That represents air. And of course, you know all this stuff, but I'm just going to go through air. Water, I have my glass of water again. It has a little bit of candle in there. Fire, the candle is fire, and the earth is the plant. Can you see me? Okay, so all of these things are what you want to do your ritual work, is to involve and engage the elements in there. And so you would start with the invocation. This is just an example. I am making this one up, but I honor the spirits and energy of the this is, of the east, and I just sprinkle a little word out east of the west. I honor the spirits and energies of the west, spirits and energies, the good spirits and energies of the north. Did I say north? Above, below, and of the, this is south. in the north. And I call in my ancestral guidance into the space to cleanse, to communicate. That's just one way. I have it written down, a way that you can say, but just know that that is actually okay. It needs to come from you, however you want to create it as best you see, and then you would start your ancestral prayer after that, asking Spirit to please come into the space and guide this mirror work process. Bless me in this process to gain the clarity that I seek in order to um, further grow me in a spiritual way. Ashe. And then you could even just pour a little water on the earth, you know, just take a little dash of water, just a few drops, and just honor that with that. And just drop that there and Ashe. And then you can just start your mirror work. But if you want something more expansive and profound, you can do the opening invocation that one time to start it. If you feel like you need to do it again the second day or the third day. And then once you have opened the space with that invocation, then you can just start the work, okay, the journal work, the mirror work, the writing, and then when that day is done, close the space with your bell. Say this work is now complete. I offer gratitude to Spirit, and again close it with the water. You can either drop, even also include the plant. Also, saying Ashe. This this work for the day is sealed. Ashe. This work for the day is sealed. Ashe. On the earth, and now that work for that day is sealed, and you do it again for the next day. So, in closing, in closing, now we see, this is how we set up our a space. This is an example. It's not the only way. I'm sure there are many, many, many ways to people do it, but this is how I did mine. It's very personal, quaint, to and yeah, just very, very simple. And I feel like there's one other thing I want to say. Yes, I said close the space with the bell, and then you also close it with the water for that day. So, yeah. So that is all. So I hope this is helpful just in setting up your space um, for your journaling, and that will help you to get through. I think the other thing I mentioned before I go is that I have a prayer that was given by a really good friend from Casamance region of Senegal. And as I said, if you want something more profound to really stabilize, and I think that prayer is really more for family as well to engage. If you want family to engage in mirror work, I think that actually could work as well. But again, you can say your own prayer. You can, recite the scripture. You can, your add to it. And in the prayer that I'm giving you, you can even do that inside of that. There's a part in where you pour a libation in there, and in the prayer you say your libation, but you can inside of that you can, when you call on your ancestors, you can also say the prayer. You can recite your scripture, to allow however you want to call on Spirit. Do it at that time after you pour your libation to the ancestors and offer gratitude. That's the most important thing, is to offer gratitude. Okay, so I just want to ensure that that's part of the offering of mirror sessions, is knowing how to facilitate that space. All right.